Do you want to launch a best-selling book and build a global brand without a big ad budget, even if you're self-publishing? That's what we're diving in today. A proven 5-step formula, a real-world case study, and a free author toolkit to help you put it all into action. Because it's one thing to talk about ideas, it's another to show you exactly how it's done. My client, Carrie Mancarini, just launched her very first book, The Vitality Solution. And here's what happened. She hit #1 Amazon bestseller list. She attracted 1,499 book orders on launch day. She collected over 20 glowing reviews with a 4.8 star average. She won a book award, and best of all, she broadened her business from a local business to a global brand. And she did it all without a huge marketing budget, a publisher, an agent, or a writing background. So, how does a first-time author with no writing credentials and no platform create a best-selling brand-building book? Let's unpack the exact strategy and how you can do it too. I'm Aurora Winter, founder of Same Page Publishing and the author of Turn Words into Wealth. Look, if you're an expert, entrepreneur, or a professional with a message to share, your book isn't just a passion project. It's a platform, a powerful business card, a visibility engine, a lead magnet. It can take your business from local to global. It can generate multiple streams of income. But without the right strategy, most indie books disappear without making the difference that they could. Tragically, most self-published books sell less than 100 copies in their lifetime, and most have fewer than 10 reviews. Here's how you can avoid that. Here are the 5 specific steps that Carrie followed that you can apply as well to launch strong and turn your message into influence and income. 1. Apply for book awards before you publish. This is a pro tip. Before you publish, we applied for book awards in advance of publication. That way, when Carrie Mancarini's book was launched, it was already an award-winning book with the gold award seal on the cover. Awards add third-party validation, elevate trust, and make your book stand out in a very noisy and crowded marketplace. Pro tip, many awards accept submissions from unpublished manuscripts, and winning one can really give you an edge, not only with launching your book, but with getting on podcasts and reaching out to influencers. So how do you apply for awards? Well, see the free author toolkit link in description. It shows you all the apps and resources that I use to launch Carrie's book and to help others launch best-selling award-winning books. Tip number 2, line up your reviews before you launch. Reviews are social proof. The goal is to have the reviews visible on your official launch day. So the trick is to soft launch a couple of days before the official release to give those reviews time to post. It may take 72 hours for a review to post. And here's the pro tip. Share the PDF of the advanced review copy of your book, which is called an ARC, with your network a few weeks before you launch to give them plenty of time to read it. That way they can post their honest review as soon as the book is available on Amazon during your soft launch window, because you want those reviews to already be posted before your big marketing hits on your official launch day. Tip number 3. Schedule your ads, emails, and social media well in advance. Don't wait until launch day to market. We scheduled email blasts, social posts, videos, and had a modest ad campaign with a minuscule budget days ahead of time. We had videos attract over 100,000 views, and I'll share the launch video in a moment. Here's a pro tip. Carrie ran a quiet soft launch first, giving reviews time to show up, and then we launched her ads and influencer outreach. That way, new readers saw the book that already had momentum, buzz, and reviews. The result was, I'd like to say 1,500, but it was 1,499 orders in just one day. Yesterday, May 20th, which was the official launch day. I'm recording this on May 21st, and it already had almost 2,000 orders counting the soft launch period. This for an unknown author without a platform and a very small ad budget. To put this in perspective, again, over 90% of self-published books sell fewer than 100 copies over their lifetime. And she had almost 1,500 copies in one day. And tragically, only 1% of readers leave a review. So most self-published books on Amazon have fewer than 10 reviews, and she already has 23, and you can do this too. Tip number 4, design a book that builds a global brand. Carrie's business had a big problem. It could only reach clients within driving distance of her one health spa. How could she reach millions without opening another spa, even if she had a very limited advertising budget? Haha. Well, the solution is a book. A book can reach a global audience thanks to Amazon. You upload the book and instantly it's available globally. And with that book to talk about, Carrie could go on podcasts and reach people around the world. She could help millions of people learn about the vitality solution that saved her life, and she could build new revenue streams. Your book can do more than inform and inspire. It can attract clients locally and globally if it is designed with that end in mind. Carrie's book empowered her health spa in Northern California to do more than attract local customers. She's already been a guest expert on podcasts. She's reaching a much broader audience. And through her book and speaking engagements, she can now offer supplements, red light therapy, vitamins, and much more to her fans around the world, creating new recurring revenue streams. And she's also helping others set up health spas so she can bring her healthy solutions to many more people and create yet another revenue stream as a sought-after consultant and expert. Step number 5. Okay, this one's obvious, but it's the hardest. Write a great book. This is key. All the other things won't work if the book is not incredibly good. So Carrie is not a professional writer. She's a health practitioner. She's a health expert. But she partnered with a writer and development editor, that would be me, Aurora Winter, to make sure the book was clear, compelling, and strategic. Look, most writers ignore business strategy, but that is where I start at Same Page Publishing. We want to ensure that clients have the potential to 10x their investment in their book by triggering new streams of revenue and taking their brand from local to global, or taking their thought leadership from here to there. We also used the spoken author method, where I interviewed Carrie about her areas of passion and expertise and her story, which made the creation process faster and a lot more fun. Plus, it has the added benefit of creating videos, which can be used to create hundreds of pieces of social media content to build her business, brand, and book. So remember, you don't have to write alone. You do need a message worth sharing, a structure that works, and a smart, strategic business plan. So to summarize, how to launch a best-selling book without a big budget, even if you're self-publishing, and even if you're not a writer. Apply for book awards before you publish. Line up reviews before you launch. Schedule ads, emails, and social media in advance. 4, sign a book that builds a global brand. And 5, write a great book, even if you're not a writer, which is the most important step of all. So here's what you can do next. If you're serious about launching your book, building your platform, and attracting clients and speaking opportunities, download the free author toolkit, link in description. It includes the apps and resources I use for advertising, applying for book awards, formatting, doing market research, and much, much more. And it's yours as my gift to you. But if doing all this by yourself seems like too much work, my team and I are here to help you. If you want VIP support to map out your book strategy, brand positioning, and launch plan, you can apply for a business breakthrough call at bookcall.biz. It's free. We help successful entrepreneurs, experts, and professionals launch to the next level as thought leaders. I'm Aurora Winter, founder of Same Page Publishing and the author of Turn Words into Wealth. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Because messaging isn't just about words, it's about momentum. And momentum moves markets. Next up, here's a short video about Carrie Mancarini's book, The Vitality Solution. Again, she launched a best-selling book and built a global brand without a big ad budget, even though she's self-published and she's not a writer. The Vitality Solution officially launched May 20th, 2025, yesterday, and had 23 reviews a day later, with an average 4.8 star rating. It became the #1 bestseller on Amazon in its category. Best of all, it dramatically increased her revenue potential by changing her business from a local to a global brand. Here's a short video we created to help her launch her book. Lori Mancarini, one of my clients, she's not a doctor, but her own personal experience reclaiming her health when Western medicine, the experts, said that she had only 6 months to live and there was nothing they could do. That's what the experts said. And if she had listened to them, she'd be dead now. But a dozen years later, and after a big struggle, she discovered how to reclaim her own health and vitality, and she calls it the Vitality Solution. It's about IV vitamin therapy, fasting, mindfulness, eating right, having a meaningful life, so many valuable things. It saved her life. It was her personal journey, and now she's put it in her book, The Vitality Solution, and it will help others. And she struggled. I was helping her put this book together, and she struggled at the beginning, dismissing the value of her experience because she's like, well, I'm not a doctor. Do I have a right to speak out about this? Yes, you have a personal experience. The expert told you you were going to die in 6 months and there was nothing they could do. If you'd listened to the experts, you'd be dead. So yes, you have the right to a personal opinion. And in her book, The Vitality Solution, which is coming out next month, she is clear. She's like, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. This is just what happened for me. This is what helped me. Perhaps it will be helpful for you. Give it a try, but also check with your doctor. I hope you enjoyed that short video. And remember, whether you are on your first book or your fifth, remember, your words have power. Use them wisely. I'll see you on the next video for more clarity, strategy, and impact.